Hello everyone and welcome back to Reality TV Buzz, your top spot for everything TLC and more. If you love the little couple, then you already know the amazing journey of Bill Klein and Jennifer Arnold. Today we're focusing on their daughter, Zoey Clay. That's right, Zoey Klein had a room date with her secret boyfriend. And now Zoey is pregnant. She's about to give birth to a baby girl. Her boyfriend's name is Zach. Their wedding is planned for January 15th, 2026. So who is Zach? This isn't just some rumor. This is a real romance that feels like something from a Hallmark movie, with a TLC twist we all love. Stick around, because I'm breaking it all down with exclusive details you haven't heard before. We'll go behind the scenes, share what insiders are saying, and even imagine what the delivery moment might be like. Let's get into Zoey's world. If you're new here, let me catch you up. Zoey Clay was adopted from India in 2011 by Bill and Jennifer. She grew up in the spotlight on The Little Couple. Fans remember her as the sweet, bubbly toddler with a cute giggle, growing up with parents who both have skeletal dysplasia. Over time, the Kleins shared their family life, from adjusting their home to going on adventures around the world. Zoey grew into a confident teenager. Now 14, Zoey loves art, dance, and speaks up about adoption and disability awareness. Even though the show ended in 2019, the family stayed in the public eye, while Zoey kept her life more private. That changed in 2024 when she reportedly met Zach, a 15-year-old from Houston, at a Klein family charity event. What started as friendship turned into something more. They kept it secret at first, even from her parents. A blurry photo of them holding hands leaked online and started rumors, but the Kleins said Zoey's life was personal. Still, many believe Zoey and Zach's sweet teenage romance is now becoming more open. Now let's talk about the room date. This special night started their official relationship. Sources close to Zoey and Zach said it happened on a quiet Friday night in March 2025. It was at the Klein family home in Houston. Their house is cozy and specially designed with features like low counters and wide doorways. Zoey's room is her favorite place. It's painted in soft colors, has posters of her favorite artists like Taylor Swift, and has drawings she made herself. String lights hang on the walls, and her bed is covered with lots of pillows. Zoey wore a simple sundress that suited her small frame. She's about 4 feet tall, with her own unique look. She told her parents it was a study session. They went out for a date night, so the house was quiet. Zach came over around 7 p.m., holding a bouquet of wildflowers, daisies and sunflowers, Zoey's favorites, and he brought a playlist on his phone with chill indie and pop songs. Zoey opened the door with a shy smile. Her dark hair was tied back and her eyes were shining. "Come in," she whispered, helping him up the stairs using the ramps her family installed. In her room, they sat on the floor with blankets and snacks, popcorn, chocolate-covered strawberries, and iced tea. There was a sweet energy in the room, nervousness, excitement, and the smell of vanilla from a candle. They talked for hours. First about school, hobbies, and other simple things. Zach told her how he plays guitar in a garage band and dreams of performing at shows. Zoey showed him her art, family drawings, and fantasy sketches. Then the talk got more personal. Zoey opened up about the pressure of growing up in the spotlight, being the daughter of famous parents, and how dwarfism makes dating harder sometimes. Zach listened quietly and held her hand. "You're the most amazing person I've ever met," he told her, according to a friend who later heard the story. "Your height, it's just part of who you are. You're strong, beautiful, unstoppable." With just the soft glow of fairy lights around them, Zach leaned in for their first kiss. It was soft, careful, but full of feeling. They cuddled and watched a rom-com on her laptop, something like To All the Boys I've Loved Before. They talked about their dreams and the future. By midnight, Bill and Jennifer came home. Zach had already snuck out the window, leaving a note behind. "Can't wait for our next adventure. Zach." That night wasn't just about young love. It was the beginning of something real. Over the next few months, Zoey and Zach found time to be together. They had picnics in the park, texted late at night, and even had a hidden trip to a nearby lake where they watched stars and held hands. But hiding it from her parents wasn't easy. Bill, the protective dad with a business mind, and Jennifer, the caring doctor who's seen everything, were hard to keep secrets from. Zoey would blush at dinner and sometimes mention Zach by accident. Finally, in June 2025, Zoey told them everything. The family talk was tense at first. Bill paced, Jennifer cried a little, but it ended in hugs and smiles. "As long as he treats you right," Bill said, "he's family now." And just like that, their relationship became official. at least to the people closest to them. To learn more, I talked to Zoey's best friend Mia, who has been there from the beginning. "Oh, Mia, where do I even start?" she said. Zoey and Zach's room date was like a dream. I helped her set up the lights, the snacks, everything. She was nervous but excited. Zach is such a gentleman. He brought flowers and they just clicked. After that night, Zoey was glowing. She texted me every detail, the kiss, their talk, how he made her feel seen. Not just as Bill and Jennifer's daughter, but as Zoey. It was magical. And now, with everything happening, it feels like their love story is meant to be. Isn't that the sweetest? Mia's words really show the innocence and deep feelings of young love. But wait, the story gets even more surprising. Just 3 months after that important room date in June 2025, Zoey shared some big news. She's pregnant. Yes, you heard that right. At just 14 years old, Zoey Klein is going to have her first baby, a beautiful baby girl, expected to arrive any day now, sometime in late August or early September 2025. How did this happen? In the whirlwind of their secret relationship, things moved fast. Sources say the pregnancy wasn't planned, but it was very much wanted. Zoey and Zach, with full support from their families, decided to face this new chapter together. Jennifer, who is a neonatologist, immediately stepped in to make sure Zoey got the best prenatal care made just for her needs. Let's picture the moment when Zoey told her family she was pregnant. It was a sunny afternoon in the Klein family's living room, the same room where many emotional episodes of their show were filmed. Zoey was feeling sick but determined. She brought everyone together, Bill, Jennifer, her brother Will, and Zach, who was visiting. She held up a sonogram photo with shaky hands and said, "We're having a baby." Tears rolled down her face. The room exploded with emotion. Jennifer hugged her tightly, whispering medical advice and comfort. Bill stood there in shock, then pulled Zach into a big hug and said, "You're a man now, kid. Step up." Will, always the cool and funny brother, gave Zach a high five and joked, "I'm going to be the coolest uncle." Zach, with tears in his eyes, knelt next to Zoey and kissed her forehead. "I love you, Zoey. We'll do this together." It was a moment full of love and support, just like the Klein family has always shown, whether through adoptions or medical challenges. Pregnancy hasn't been easy for Zoey, but she's handling it with the same strength and grace we've seen in her parents. Because of her young age and small height, doctors have been watching her carefully at Texas Children's Hospital, where Jennifer works. The ultrasounds show a healthy baby girl growing right on track, with no issues linked to dwarfism. A miracle, the family says. Zoey has had the usual symptoms. Morning sickness made her rely on ginger tea. She craved pickles and ice cream. Her moods changed a lot, but Zach was always there, patient and loving. They've gone to classes together, about giving birth, parenting, and even baby sign language, which Zach learned to help communicate with the baby. Zoey's baby bump grew cutely on her small frame. She started sharing little hints on Instagram, like a hand resting on her belly or a drawing of a nursery. Fans started to guess, and TLC confirmed the news in a special post. The Klein family is growing. Zoey and Zach are expecting a baby girl. Stay tuned for more. But it's more than just cute photos. Zoey has opened up about her fears. She's asked herself, "Will I be a good mom like my mom? Can I handle this with my height?" Jennifer wrote her a touching letter and posted it on the family's blog. "Zoey, you've taught me so much about strength. This baby is a gift, and we'll face it together as a family, just like always." Zach has really stepped up, too. He got a part-time job at a music store to save money for the baby. He's been planning little family outings and thinking about everything ahead. Their love has only grown stronger. They take walks in the park, with Zach sometimes pushing Zoey in a custom stroller. They have late-night talks about baby names. One favorite name they both love is Luna, because of all the moonlit nights they've shared. Zach is thrilled. When Zoey first told him she was pregnant, he called his best friend Tyler right away. "Dude, I'm going to be a dad," he said, totally excited. Tyler says Zach has changed a lot. He's more mature now, always talking about Zoey and the baby. That room date started it all, but now this is something real and deep. Zach is all in. And the wedding? Tyler says this pregnancy made them even closer. And yes, they are getting married. After months of planning during the pregnancy, Zoey and Zach have picked a date. January 15th, 2026. It will be a winter wedding in Houston. Why that date? It's in honor of Zach's late grandmother. It's her birthday. The ceremony will be small but full of love, with about 100 guests. People from TLC, adoption groups, and close friends will attend. The wedding will be held at a lovely garden pavilion at the Houston Arboretum. It's made to be accessible with ramps and low seats. Fairy lights will hang everywhere, just like the ones from their room date. Zoey's dress will be custom-made by a local seamstress. It will be a white gown with lace details and made to fit her perfectly. Her veil will have Indian designs to honor her culture. Zach will wear a sharp tuxedo, maybe with a guitar pin to show his love for music. The whole family is helping. Jennifer is handling the flowers, roses and lilies, which stand for love and purity. Bill is keeping an eye on the budget and joking that there won't be anything too crazy, but it will still be unforgettable. Will is going to be the ring bearer. He's been practicing. And baby Luna, yes, that's most likely the baby's name, will be there too. She'll only be a few months old and will be carried down the aisle in a little flower girl dress by an aunt. Zoey and Zach will say their vows under a small chapel-like structure, promising to love each other forever. The reception will have music, dancing, and a cake with lots of layers. There will be speeches that make people laugh and cry. From their secret room date to this moment, it's a love story like no other. As Zoey gets closer to giving birth, everyone is waiting with excitement. The delivery is expected around Labor Day weekend 2025 at the same hospital where Jennifer helped bring Will into the family. The room will be full of love. Bill pacing the halls while making welcome signs, Zach holding Zoey's hand during labor. Zoey will be strong and brave, maybe using an epidural made just for her. Then the moment comes. A tiny baby girl is born, crying, healthy and perfect. Her first breaths, her first cuddles. Jennifer, now the proud and expert grandma, checks her and says, "She's healthy and strong." The baby's name is said softly, Luna. Her last name is Harper, Zach's family name. So, Luna Harper Klein. There are tears, joy, and maybe even cameras from TLC filming a special. It's one of those moments that reminds us why we love this family so much. They always find a way to overcome challenges with love, strength, and hope. And now, it's not just about the baby. Zoey and Zach are building a future. A young couple growing up fast, supported by a family who believes in love, no matter what. From a room date to real life, they're doing it together. You've been my rock. Zach. Zoey. You're my world. You, Luna, our family. It's set to be televised potentially as a little couple reunion special capturing every tear and laugh. To make this feel even more real, let's delve deeper into the backstories that shaped this tale. Start with Zoey. Adopted at age 2 from an orphanage in India, she arrived in the U.S. wide-eyed and resilient. Early episodes showed her learning English, adapting to American life, and bonding with Will. School was a mix. Bullies teased her height, but she found strength in art therapy. By 2025, she's a straight-A student at a local high school with inclusive programs. Her dwarfism means custom clothes and furniture, but she's proud. "It's my superpower," she once said in a family vlog. Meeting Zach changed everything. He saw beyond labels. No awkward stares, just genuine connection. Their first official date postroom. A movie night at the drive-in where Zach built a fort in the truck bed for comfort. Zach's side from a middle-class family in Houston suburbs. He's the eldest of 3 with parents who run a small bakery. Music is his escape. He writes songs about love inspired now by Zoey. The pregnancy news hit his folks hard at first. Surprise, concerns about youth, but they rallied, offering babysitting and advice. Zach's always been mature, his mom told a source. This baby is a blessing. The client's reaction evolved beautifully. Bill, the entrepreneur behind Accessory Innovations, worried about logistics. How will we adapt the home again? But he bonded with Zach over business talks. Jennifer, post her own health scares, saw parallels. Life throws curveballs. We catch them. Family therapy sessions. Helped focusing on co-parenting. Well, Tin now is thrilled. Anisile. Teach her everything. Challenges plenty. Public scrutiny. Tabloids speculated. Wildly pre-confirmation. Zoey's age raised eyebrows, but Texas laws and family support make it legal and ethical. Health-wise, Zoey's pregnancy involved weekly checkups. Blood pressure stable, baby kicking strong. Cravings led to funny family runs to stores at midnight. Zach learned massage techniques for her back aches. Socially, they faced whispers at school, but friends rallied. A baby shower in July 2025 with pink balloons and custom tiny clothes. Emotionally, it's profound. Zoey journals daily.